What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Red Rock Crawlers. My name is Jensen, and this week we're going to be installing some new steering parts on the Jeep.
And I'm helping my dad.
That's right, you're helping Dad, aren't you?
To fix the Jeep.
We're going to fix the Jeep. So we got some new steering parts from RPM Steering, and I am super excited. Look at this stuff. Look how serious that is. That is shiny and means business. So yeah, that's gonna replace our worn out steering parts that we've had. They've been good for us, but it's time. It's definitely time.
Yeah, and now it's helping my dad measure the Jeep.
That's right. We measured the Jeep, didn't we? You can see here, the joints at the ends are worn out. I could buy new joints, but I thought it was time to make a little change. Let's get to it. And this is what we call a worn out stabilizer. That play right there, yeah, it's not doing anything. Alright, so I took the tires off, just make it a little bit easier to get in here. Gives me a little more room to work with. But just gotta remove these cotter pins, remove these castle nuts, and pretty much just unbolt the old stuff. See how I left the castle nut on top, and that gives you a lot more surface to beat on and not wreck your threads. So anyway, it's a good little trick, and then you can just pull that off when you're ready.
Can I say something on the video?
Yeah?
Hi, I am an inventor. I have fossils. And I'm soon gonna make a Jeep on my own. Bye.
He's gonna make a Jeep on his own. That's impressive.
A little bit of help with my dad.
Okay, so the removal of the old stuff is pretty easy. A couple bolts, out it comes. And here we have it on the ground. Old tie rod and drag link. The joints on all of these are pretty worn out. I mean, there's play in there. Yeah, that one's got play in it. Oops, that one's got play. Anyway, you get the idea.
That's my dad right now. The guy fixing the Jeep is my dad. Bye.
Okay, so right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure the lengths of the old ones and match the new ones up to similar. I'm gonna make the tie rod a little bit shorter and then the drag link a little shorter as well, I believe. My steering was a little bit off. Hang on. And I can't remember if I gotta make it longer or shorter to correct it, but anyway. So that's what we're gonna do. So the instructions say to take the rubber boots off of the tie rod ends and put these anti-flop spacers on there. It's kind of a harder plastic that I guess keeps it from the rod itself from like rotating. So anyway, that's what I did is I took the rubber boot off. There's a spring clip on there that just holds it in place. So you just take that off, put this on, and it just pushes right over top of where the rubber boot sits. You know, you can still grease it and everything, but it just keeps that from moving around. And the instructions very specifically say to anti-seize everything. Goodness. So that's what we're gonna do as well. And another thing about anti-seize, it gets on everything. Okay, thread these all the way to the bottom, or the end, or whatever you want to call that, which is where we're at there. Put these little Probably these are like an anti-slip washer, so you just slide those on all the way down, and then you just slide this in the tie rod. Now these are going to be threaded differently, so you have to make sure you have the right end and on the right end of the rod here. So this side doesn't have notches right here, and this side does. So that's just how RPM differentiates the left hand to the right hand side. And it's about 58.5. So I want the new one to be about 58.25, I believe. We're actually right there. Huh, that might work pretty good, right there. So I was kind of worried about the clearance between the frame, between the frame and the drag link. So right now I'm on top of the knuckle, as you can see here. The stock location puts the drag link underneath the knuckle, but putting it on top just makes everything a little bit more, straight or seam-lined with my tie rod, or sorry, my track bar. So anyway, I would like to keep it on top. I just obviously don't want to be hitting the frame. So I think it'll be okay. I think we're going to leave it like that for now. Let's get the tie rod in. We'll kind of straighten the wheels where we think it needs to be, and we'll go from there. Always use the right tool for the job. Cotter pins are in place. Grease the grease nipples. Obviously I just haven't tightened, final tightened down my jam nuts because I got to make some adjustments. So we're going to stick the tires on. We'll straighten the wheel and make our final adjustments and go for a test drive. And now for our redneck alignment. We got a couple of hockey sticks. We're going to strap them to the tire. Hockey stick number 1. The idea is here we're measuring the width between the hockey sticks in front of the tire and at the rear of the tire, and that just kind of tells you how straight your tires are going. So we're 82.25. I measured the tie rod before and measured the new tie rod. Anyway, I'm quite a bit off, so gotta make some adjustments. I think I'm gonna leave it at that, and go for a test drive and see how it does. Okay, so I'm laying in the road here. My steering wheel's a little off, so I'm just making an adjustment there. And the nice thing about this being opposite threads is you can just get in here and just simply make little adjustments like that. And that lengthens or shortens the link. And now let's go check the steering wheel. That's pretty good. That's pretty straight. Drag link is adjusted. Let's see if we're going straight. Yeah, not bad. I think I might actually make it another little adjustment. But that's pretty much got it. Now I just have to go for a drive and make sure I don't have any death wobble.
grave digger. Rocks.
Rocks. Yeah.
There you go.
Woohoo!
Good job, man. Well, you guys, I've had this steering linkage set up here for a couple days. I've been out on the trail for a couple days testing it out, and I really like it. It has been super solid, super smooth. I really like the way this track bar doesn't wobble or rotate or anything. My old one did. I don't think it really matters as far as like the stability, but it just feels so much more sturdy. So that's really nice.
Let it go,
The tire or the drag link is really good too. You know, it just provides that nice solid feel as you're steering. There's no play in it whatsoever. I mean, there shouldn't be. It's brand new, you know, but it feels like night and day from the old stuff. So I've been happy with it. Well, I hope you guys found this video helpful. This new steering from RPM Steering is fantastic. I had a great time in Moab. Spent a couple days down there testing it out. The Jeep performed flawlessly. It feels a lot more stable off-road. The steering just feels a lot tighter. It actually feels lighter to turn, if that makes any sense. And the install was super easy. I mean, you just unbolt the old stuff, bolt the new stuff in. Really, the only thing you kind of have to be careful with is the alignment, which you saw me do earlier in the video. And just full disclosure on that alignment is really just to kind of get you going. I would highly recommend getting a professional alignment done to make sure everything is lined up properly. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell so you're notified of all the new videos. And if you're going to be down at Easter Jeep Safari, come join us on some of the trails. We're going to be down there most of that week. We have a meet and greet that we're doing down there. That's going to be a lot of fun. Our annual Hell's Revenge night run that we're doing. So if you are on Facebook, all the info for those events are on our Facebook page. So go check it out and come join us on the trail. It'd be a lot of fun.